For you, what is the correlation between makeup and self-esteem? Like that.
Edo.
Boy, if you don't...
When you love the skin you're in, you don't have to enhance it too much for you to love how it looks.
Okay, so my next question to you, for you, what is the correlation between makeup and self-esteem?
Okay, so makeup and self-esteem. So for me personally, obviously, as I've probably said already in this video, I don't normally wear makeup. However, I think for me, it was important for me, as everything that I've gone through growing up, was important for me to love my skin first and love who I was first before I enhance that beauty that I had. And I don't think there is anything, I know people that don't wear makeup sometimes say, oh no, it's not good, it's not good. I don't think there's anything wrong with makeup. If there are times where you're just like, I just want a bit of sprucing, why not? But I also think the fundamental thing, I think it does, when you love the skin you're in, you don't have to enhance it too much for you to love how it looks. So basically, you can either be on the extreme end and you can look like really, really done up, or you can just look natural. You know, and I think for me, in order for you to look naturally beautiful and not want to go to the extreme end, is also loving how you are now. I think that's how they work together. Once you love the skin you're in and you want to, like, you know, look a bit more natural and look a bit, you know, vavavoom. Is that a good word?
You said it now.
Yeah, you know, I don't think there's anything wrong with it, to be honest with you. I think they do work hand in hand, because sometimes some people can love themselves enough to, you know, to enhance a little bit. Some people are the extreme ends where they don't love at all and they need it. You know, I think the problem is when it gets to a point where you need it so much. I remember back in school days, there was one of this girl that was in our school, and she used to wear makeup every single day. Bear in mind, we were like year 9 or something like that. And then I used to obviously makeup where my mum was just like, no, you wouldn't even bring it up to my mum. Like, even though she wore it, my mum really did encourage us to love who we are, even though she wore it herself. But I remember one day, this girl, I think she was on punishment, so her mum didn't give her the money, or even that, or she didn't have money to buy the makeup. She came to school and people actually thought she was ill. Like a serious no. People were like, are you feeling okay today? Like, do you need to go and see like the school nurse? She was like, I'm fine.
That's mad.
She looked so like pale that people were like really, really worried. And I was just like, oh my God. And I think when remembering those kind of stories, though we can laugh about it now, I felt so bad for her, because everybody thought she was sick. You know what I mean? I think there is an extreme extent that you can get to, you know, like wearing makeup every day, and you can't, like, sometimes, you know, we watch like some series and the girl literally wakes up, does the makeup before the guy wakes up next to her, and I'm like, Auntie,
oh yeah,
Auntie, you think I've got time
honestly
to be doing makeup before my husband wakes up?
Yes, man.
No, sorry.
I think you're right when you talk about that, because for some people makeup is their face. And I think, like, if makeup is your face, or what you think that your face should look like, it is a bit of a problem. You should lead with the fact that this is how you look and this is okay, and work on that if you don't have the self-esteem to carry that narrative through. I don't think anything else of that should be an extension, because if you're watching this, you're absolutely beautiful. God made 100%. You absolutely beautiful as you are. Makeup is just an extension of that beauty. It's just enhancing the features that you already have. But if you have been taught to believe that you need it in order to, like in Yvonne's example, come to school. I had a girl like that in my school as well, a white girl and a black girl actually, and they would, I remember speaking to the black girl, she said she would wake up at like 5 a.m. to start her hair and makeup. I said, for what? The boys in this school smell, you know. What are you coming to do? Who are you coming to? I didn't get it. And I would never participate in it, because just like your story, my mum will make up, but she always said that for me, like, my dad was somebody who didn't encourage wearing makeup too much, because it's not something for you to cover what God has already given you. It's just to enhance what you already have. And however you choose to do that is up to you. If you choose to do it in a way where it's like a lot to like someone like me, I guess, then that's absolutely fine because you're showing your skill set. If you choose to do it minimal, just add a little bit here and there, that's also fine. But at the end of the day, just don't come and put like a foundation that's this color on your face, come to say that in the name of makeup. No. But I think that makeup is so diverse because you have people who do makeup for like shows and stuff like that, and that's also a level of creativity that's really, it's nice to see actually. So as long as it's not taken away from who you are as a person, I think I agree with you.
I think even what you're saying about like your dad not encouraging makeup, I think my dad is exactly the same. Like I will remember being younger, and like my dad was obviously one of like the church leaders, so he was like, we have to be at church on time. And I remember like my mum would be there trying to do makeup, he'd be like, I'll go. Like he was just not ready. Like for him, like my mum was beautiful regardless. Like my mum is not somebody like she wears makeup like throughout the whole day. Like maybe when we go to church and then when we come back, that thing is off her face. Like she is so happy like the way she is. Even now, like I don't think I remember my mum wears makeup every day. Maybe she does her eyebrows, that's it. But I think it's just important as well, because I think when you are confident as well, the people it's like you teach people how to also love you back. Like if my mum had really bad self-esteem, I feel like my dad would be like, oh okay, you know, you go and do the makeup even if we are late for church. But he knew that my mum is quite a bold person, like so he was like, okay, all right, hurry up, because you don't actually need it but you want to do it, so hurry up kind of thing. So I think it's also important, like with makeup and self-esteem, like don't let anybody make you feel like if you don't have it you're less than. But you also need to give off that kind of vibe as well. Don't let people know or like make my words are not coming. Don't let people feel like if you don't have it on, you feel less than as well, because they will love you like that, and I think that's not a good thing. So
do you think that maybe some younger girls that are watching this may wear makeup for the wrong reasons? And do you think that, because what you said about your dad is a very valid point. Like men don't view beauty like how we view beauty. They're very like, they will like you in your natural state, especially if that's the correct man. That doesn't mean that, you know, just don't do anything with your face ever, but if you want to wear makeup, that's your choice, you can do that. He will love you regardless. But most of the time the narrative is like, oh, you're beautiful today, and it's not because you come to put 1,000 eyelashes on top of your eyes. Do you know what I mean? It's just as you are, you're beautiful and you look good. Do you think that the way that some girls may do makeup is because of the opposite sex?
Definitely. I feel like, you know, like, no, you know what, let me rephrase that. That's not definitely. Some people do it because they want to and they like it. It's like wearing a dress. Some people wear certain dresses because they love it. Some people wear dresses because of it. They want the attraction. So I don't think it's all the time. I think it just depends on who you are. And I think with self-esteem comes self-analysis. You need to know why you're doing something. You can't always like be like, oh yes, no, it's for me, it's for me. Don't lie. Sometimes don't lie. To be honest, like sometimes you do like put on makeup or do a lot of it for the attraction. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like there's always this cliche thing about when you go to weddings, you must have makeup on because that's where you'll find the bachelors, you know.
And she would know, she goes to a lot of weddings.
Listen, I only go to 9 a year, just 9. But you know what I mean? I think it just depends on your motive, but don't let your motive always be other people. I think then it becomes a bad thing, because then it highlights that you might have issues with your confidence. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But obviously if something, you know, you want to go out and you are you know, of a certain age, and you want, you know, to find somebody who loves you and cares about you and stuff, don't just let it be, I guess, makeup deep in that sense. Like make sure that the person loves you for who you are when everything else is off your face as well. So yeah, I think it's like, find your balance, do you know what I mean? And analyze, like, there are days that you'll be like, yeah, I'm confident, but you're doing something for other people. Just analyze it and correct it as you go along. No one's perfect, like, they're not, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's my take on it.
So my final question is, what would you tell your younger self now that your self-esteem is beyond the ceiling?
Amen to that, Jesus. Okay, so what I would tell my younger self is, you might have to give me room. Okay, so you can give me room, yeah? What I would tell my younger self is, girl, you are fire upon it. That is what I tell my younger self. No, okay, in all seriousness, sorry, I like to play. In all seriousness, I would definitely tell myself you are fire. You know, filled with the Holy Ghost fire, because you burn bright.
Yeah.
And you shine.
Yeah. So take every wheel. Take it now.
No, okay, sorry, seriously. I would definitely tell my younger self how loved you are, how important you are, and the simple fact that you are beautiful, makeup or not, you know, eyelashes or not, regardless, you know what I mean? No matter what other people will say to you, you are, and you're not. Like, something that I had issues with was I felt like the ugly duckling. And something that I would tell myself is that you're not. Your beauty is different. I'm not like everybody else. And do you know what? There is pride in that. Like, just because I don't look like any other Yvonne's doesn't mean that I'm less than. It's actually more that I'm very unique, that God didn't make anybody else like me. So I think that's definitely what I tell my younger self. Like, just be proud of who you are, you know? No one's got your DNA and no one will ever have your face. Be happy. Just the way you are beautiful. And yeah, I'll just keep reiterating that I'm beautiful, because I think that's one thing definitely I did struggle with growing up. So yeah.
Okay.
What about you then?
All right, modelesque. Why do you do it like that?
Edo. And
Boy, if you don't.
I don't want to go there. You should never go there. Why you wanna go there?
On your phone.
You should never go there.
Okay, please.
This kind God, I never see your type.
So I would tell my younger self to not listen to anybody.
Yes.
You are a queen in the making, and you have so much to offer this world that you can't be distracted by things that don't matter, like the appreciation of light skin versus dark skin. That is irrelevant to your purpose and your destiny. But I would definitely tell my younger self that your purpose is bigger than the opinions of others, to keep going no matter what, and don't listen to no one. Don't listen to no one. Affirm the beauty that is within you and outside of you. Yeah, just ignore her. She's having a little episode because she does want makeup and now she's coming to gouge her eyes out with a mascara. But yeah, that is what I would tell my younger self.
You've done an amazing job on my face. But no, definitely, I think, you know, just love yourself. And you know what? If you wear makeup, you do. If you don't, just love yourself. You know, just appreciate who you are. The road of self-esteem is a daily thing. It's a gradual thing. Don't put pressure on yourself. Like, you might not have the confidence on 100 every day, but just keep reaffirming to yourself how awesome you are and how beautiful you are. Not to be like overpowering for anybody else, but just to have confidence in who you are.
Not conceited.
Exactly. That I am, you know, I'm made in God's image and I am beautiful, because God don't make no mistakes
at all.
So you are not a mistake, you are beautiful. So that's what I like to say.
Okay, well guys, this is the final look. As you can see, Yvonne's face has been enhanced by the makeup and not taken over by the makeup.
Exactly.
This is usually how I would do my makeup on my own face. I'm just
You do too much, innit?
No, I do too
It's
much.
okay. Ooh, hello, hi, hello, hey. I don't know where I'm going today, but I'll go somewhere.
Okay. So yes, thank you everyone for letting me do your makeup, even though I'm not an MUA. I think she looks really good.
I like it.
So
I think it doesn't make me look too like.
So yeah, okay, kings and queens, thank you for watching this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. In the comment section down below what you will tell your younger self.
Yeah.
And I will see you in the next video. Bye.